Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Wednesday and let's get right to the charts as Bitcoin is right now breaking above the Monday high and the weekly pivot, and we are currently trading above 90k as you can see right here. So basically the next target for the week is of course the weekly resistance one, which is sitting at almost 92k. But first we want to see Bitcoin break above this wick right here that we left last week on Friday. If we manage to actually get above this wick, then we could easily hit this resistance one. Since the stock market is doing really well, as you can see, basically the S&P 500 did put in a new all-time high today, like a couple of hours ago, or it was basically a couple of hours ago. We did put a new all-time high. The Nasdaq did hit the weekly resistance 3, which is basically almost, as you can see, to the all-time high right here. But still we are not seeing a new all-time high for the Nasdaq. Gold is absolutely going parabolic still, as you can see right here. Ever since the yearly open we are up basically 22%, which is crazy for a month, for a monthly return gain for gold. But for right now, let's go back to Bitcoin. You can see right here we are approaching this basically in that order block resistance right here. So if we manage to break out of it, as I said, the next target would be this resistance one that we have right here on the weekly pivots. And then for continuation, basically 93 is 93 to 94 is a very important level that we need to break out of. And of course the final target is that macro POC that we have right here, acting as a very crucial resistance. But I did warn you guys yesterday that if Bitcoin is basically right now at a decision point, and if we break out of the Monday high and the weekly pivot, then we could easily see around 91.7k, which is of course that weekly R1. But other than that, we do have in a couple of hours the most important news for today. Let me just refresh it so you can see it. FOMC rate cuts, in my opinion, we won't see a change as it is basically priced in. It is expected. Of course, we could see a surprise, but of course this will be like very, very low chances. So of course we are waiting for this news. Basically half an hour later, Jerome Powell will be speaking, and all depends how the markets will continue during this press conference. Also something very interesting, the dollar basically dropped down below our support that we had right here. And as I said, on the weekly, potentially we could be bouncing from this low right here, this weekly order block. And also they did ask the US President Trump what he thinks of the dollar, and he basically said that the dollar is doing great. So it might get very interesting. We might see the dollar actually bounce back and then start reversing. Since he is saying those things, of course they could easily manipulate the price. In my opinion, if they want, they can push it higher. If they want, they can push it down. But still, it is very important to watch out what the dollar is doing compared to Bitcoin, since Bitcoin is right now pushing up because of this dollar drop, in my opinion, and since we are also very oversold. Stock market is also pushing hard, in my opinion, because of the dollar getting weaker. Same goes for gold, of course. Open interest for Bitcoin, you can see we still have pretty nice open interest coming to the market during this whole move to the upside. Liquidation, we still have a lot of liquidation, basically where the first pivot resistance is sitting right here, and we could see a squeeze up from Bitcoin to grab this liquidity, but we of course left liquidity all the way down at 85k. This is also something you wanna pay attention to. Fear and greed index slowly getting back into that neutral. We did get quite a bit of institutional outflow yesterday from the spot ETFs. You can see basically almost 150 million with BlackRock leading. The long versus shorts ratio for the day is, as you can see, more buyers overall on the major exchanges, and on Hyperliquid they are, most of them are on the buyer side. So this is a nice indicator to watch out for. Funding rates still remaining positive, as you can see on the major exchanges. And I think that would be it, guys. You can see the news are coming out in a couple of hours. I would strongly advise that you do not trade during the FOMC press conference or when the news came out, because price would be all over the place. And I hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.